come to order. What's up, everybody? It's Geoff. It's another episode of the Saturday afternoon movie club. Saturday afternoon movie club. I'm the guy who talks first. I'm here with Randall. What's up, Randall?
Hey, buddy.
Right, we got a guest. This is one of your friends, man.
Yeah, today we've got Ricci Armani coming in over Zoom. Ricci is the co-host of My Straight Friends with Joe Dombrowski. You've probably seen it all over social media. Ricci is a very, very funny Seattle comic. Thanks for joining us, Ricci.
Oh my God, thanks for having me, you guys. I'm very excited to be here.
What are we talking about today?
It's The Thing. You picked The Thing. That's what we're going to talk about. The movie, 1982's John Carpenter's The Thing. But as always, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
First, well, it's been a while. It's also, I don't think I've ever done one where I'd never met the person before. What's your relationship to this movie or movies in general? Was there ever anyone that, like, were you allowed to watch whatever you wanted growing up?
I was allowed to watch whatever I wanted growing up. Like, there really wasn't anything, like, crazy off limits, you know? Like, I mean, like, I think my parents tried to keep, like, adult material somewhat, like, away from my eyes, if that makes sense as a kid. But, like, nothing to the point where, like, you couldn't watch it. You just couldn't watch, like, certain scenes and aspects of movies. But, like, I've always loved movies. Like, growing up, my family was, like, we would watch movies every Friday night together. You know, like, I was a Blockbuster kid. Like, we always went to Blockbuster every weekend to go watch movies together. And so, like, a very special place in, like, the idea of, like, enjoying shared media with, like, your family and friends. I think it's really important and kind of cool. And, like, obviously working in, like, entertainment, I like seeing things and, like, be created that are kind of new and innovating.
I think you and I have really similar backgrounds in that aspect because like I also didn't have restrictions other than cover your eyes, or go in the other room for a sec. And then like when I started getting curious about horror, my mom and dad were just like, "That might be a lot for you. Are you sure?"
My parents were very like they were off put by the idea that I was like into scary and horror movies. Like they didn't understand because like I was kind of young when I found out I really liked them. I think I was probably like 10 or 11 and they were like, this is strange behavior, you know.
Yeah, the horror. Yeah.
Like you might be a serial kid. What do you think about therapy as an 11-year-old?
I mean, like, hey, sometimes they need it, okay? Like,
But that's I remember having a long conversation with my dad about renting Jason Goes to Hell because the cover for it was the hockey mask with the demon snake going through the eyes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that looks fucking cool. And my dad was like, that looks like you're not going to sleep for a week. So let's chat about this before we commit.
How old are you when that happened?
I must have been like 9 or 10.
What happened?
We didn't.
Did you sleep? You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it. No, they talked me out of it. And then a few years later, my mom was dating a guy who was super into horror, and they put on The Exorcist, and I was like, well, there's no going back now.
Oh, yeah. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scarier than Jason.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah. Okay.
Loved it.
Yeah.
So I think I watched it when I was 13.
Yeah, it's wild.
I love the feeling of just like being afraid, you know, like there's something about it that just like makes me so excited and I just absolutely love it.
It's invigorating. It's very invigorating. And then, there's the release of the tension when the scare happens. You're like, okay, that wasn't that bad. This is still really cool.
Yeah, it's so special to me.
The non-jump scares. So like,
you guys sound like when people talk about a runner's high.
Kinda.
Very much.
It's not.
Like, I don't believe you.
Well, like,
what do you guys sell horror movies?
I mean, like with The Exorcist specifically, I remember seeing the crab walk down the stairs for the first time, and being like, I'm not jump scared, but this is so fucking cool that they pulled it, like the blood pouring out of the mouth and her walking down all fucking weird. Was just like it's such a weird, interesting feeling, and I love it.
I love the horror movies in particular that I absolutely enjoy is like the ones that were like, oh, this is like such a terrifying concept. Like this, it's not necessarily a jump scare. It's not necessarily like feeling this like high tension. It's more just like, oh my God, like what a horrifying idea, right? Like there's there's like a movie with Ethan Hawke where like the children are the killers and there's like a demon entity, but you don't find out that the children are the killers until like the end of the movie. And that was like the most terrifying thing to me is being like,
Sinister,
oh,
right?
the what is it?
Sinister?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That movie scared me for like weeks afterwards of this like, oh my God, the most unsuspecting thing, the embodiment of innocence is actually like the tool used for terror and horror. Like that to me is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that shook me for like a few weeks after that.
Wow.
Yeah, Sinister is a good one. It's
Hmm.
very
I've
solid
seen
flick.
that one. I don't
Oh,
remember it, but I've seen it.
yeah. Or like
Ethan
the
Hawke made
Black
a nice run
Phone.
of.
But dude, Black Phone is so much better than it has any right being, especially the second one. Holy shit.
I haven't seen the second one yet, and I'm so excited to see it, but I've heard nothing but amazing positive things about it.
I loved it. I thought the end was kind of stupid, but they do this thing with dream sequences where when they enter the dream sequence, the whole thing switches over to like really beat up 16 millimeter film stock, and it's all silent, and you just hear the sound of the cracks and the sizzles from the
Mhm.
film itself going, and it's so, it might actually even be Super 8, but like it's just so creative and different. Like I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
See, I love that. I love using cool devices for storytelling. I love like
Yeah.
interesting concepts. I love seeing like a story that you haven't seen before.
Hmm.
I love being entertained. I love turning my mind off and like letting everything just come to me.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. It's
Lots to say from the non-horror guy.
yeah. I just like you guys pretending these are fun. You're like, it's like when people like my brother will get the spiciest wings.
Oh,
And
sure.
he's like, it's good, it's good. Like, okay. You don't
Are you
seem
sure?
like you're having a good time, but I believe you.
No, eating is
All
pain, of
sweaty.
course.
Yeah, I get mild, but then I eat the whole thing,
Sure.
even the bone. Like I get my pain.
You get your pain in other ways.
Yeah, I get bone in, and then just swallow them whole. That's my move. It still hurts. Don't get me wrong. Just tastes better. What have you seen since we recorded? What you got, Randall?
Oh, quite a few things. Let's see. There are two that I'm going to bring up. One, last night we went and saw
Oh yeah,
the original Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair, 4.5 hour cut. And still like top 5 for me.
Hmm.
I saw it in LA when it premiered the first time because Tarantino did it on his birthday at his theater. And it was incredible then. And this time they added a third part to the Oren origin story anime. And that was really fucking cool. And then the whole showdown at the House of Blue Leaves is all in color. It's a rad fucking movie. It's super cool. And then the other one that I saw is Mike Flanagan's new non-horror movie, The Life of Chuck,
oh
which is
Oh.
fucking spectacular.
I mean, I believe it. Anything that man puts out, I've always traditionally loved. Like all
Yeah.
of it, the way that he tells stories is so special and so cool and so unique. Like I am actually now interested in seeing something that's not horror from him.
It's so good. It will probably make you tear up a little bit. It's just a very, very beautiful story. And it's Mike Flanagan, so like there are definitely horror elements to it. Like there are parts where it's like this is haunting as fuck, but nothing is actually like scary. There's no jump scares. There's nothing in there to actually scare you, but you definitely feel a little on edge during a couple points.
Whoa.
Very,
Whoa.
very good movie.
Was it based on a book?
Yeah, based Stephen King
It's
short.
still Stephen King.
Yep.
All right, one of those.
I want to give Mike Flanagan exclusive rights to do everything Stephen King based from now on.
Oh my God, can you imagine if he had done it? Like,
I know. I'm very excited to see what he does with Carrie, and even more excited to see what he does with The Exorcist.
Well, they're
mhm.
redoing Carrie.
He did Carrie as a miniseries,
Whoa,
which I'm way
Interesting.
into.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder if Sissy Space is going to be in it. Play the mom or something.
Dude, her taking over Piper Laurie's part would be fucking incredible.
I mean, she would probably, at this point, it's been 50 years or whatever, so grandma,
Oh yeah,
something like that. You can't have some, right? Some 70-year-old with a 75-year-old with a high school senior.
that's true.
You have to space it out, but hopefully she'll be in it somewhere. Maybe she's the principal.
Could be.
Maybe she plays John Travolta's character. Right? I mean, they already established that they don't care if you look like you're in high school.
Yeah.
What have you seen? Have you seen, besides The Thing, because that's, you picked that, so I assume you've seen it recently. What else have you seen recently?
Recently, oh gosh, like all I've been watching is TV. I know that this is like more of a movie podcast.
That's okay.
But, like,
That's fine. What you been watching?
I've been watching Welcome to Derry, and
that show sucks.
you don't like it?
Not at all.
Oh, I actually really like it. I kind of think it's like
Fight.
cool seeing like the origin story. I think it's more of like a little bit fun to just kind of see like, oh, what's the backstory. I think that some of the characters are a little bit insufferable, but I think that that's like the point, you know?
Sure.
And then I've been watching, are you guys watching Heated Rivalry?
No, I've
No.
heard about it though.
It's a gay little hockey show, and it's just softcore porn. That's all it is. And you know
Okay.
what?
I'll check
like
it
it. I like it a lot. It's on tonight, and I'm so excited to watch it. I'm either going to be horny or heartbroken. That's all that I want in a little gay hockey show. Just something
Have
fun
you watched
like that.
Boots? I've heard Boots is also good.
Boots was good. I'm sad that they're not getting a second season. But I mean, like, it's a good show. I liked it. I do like Heated Rivalry a little bit more just because, like, it's the first time I've seen it where it's like, oh, this is like intensely gay. This is like very intensely gay. They're not like
Oh,
grazing
okay.
past like it's gay. Isn't that kind of fun? It's like this is super gay. Like,
Okay.
and I
Okay.
kind of like that. And then I just rewatched all of Stranger Things. I'm like all caught up
Oh
again.
yeah. Dude, the new season's so fucking good.
It's crazy watching like the first season and then like watching this last season come out because I'm like, oh, the Duffer Brothers got like everything they wanted from
Yeah.
this show, like budget wise. They got whatever they got whatever they demanded. And
Uh-huh.
it's kind of crazy seeing it because like learning that like Stranger Things was not expected to succeed in the way that it
Mhm.
did, and like seeing like what they were able to do with like the story in the first season and how it developed, and like you barely see any of like the monsters or the special effects really. It's more of just like character driven story, but going now to season 5 where it's like these characters are like already fully developed, right? And the story is still there, but now they have the special effects to like create the vision that the Duffer Brothers wanted. I'm like,
Right.
this is amazing. This is so good.
Yeah, I agree.
How much did it cost? Like, what is it like?
All the fucking money.
I
I
heard that
mean,
like
it's
each
like
episode
movie
was like
budget
50
per
to 60
episode.
billion or 60 to 50 million per episode.
Jesus.
Yeah, that wouldn't show. I mean,
Oh my god.
not only to just pay Linda Blair to be in it, but I mean, most of the story takes place in the Upside Down, so it's
Mhm.
just atmospheric the entire time.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
It's great.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
Yeah.
like the new season is probably the best.
So far,
Wow. Good thing
absolutely,
they
yeah.
waited 4 years and lost all of my give a shit about it.
Also,
That's kinda
special
why-
mention to Porbus. Porbus
I mean,
is
that's kind of why I
fucking
had to
insane.
rewatch it. Oh, I've heard nothing but good things about that
Dude,
one.
it fucking slaps. It's so good. Highly recommend. Vince Gilligan knocked it out of the park. He just combined X-Files and Breaking Bad.
Okay, I do have to watch that one. That one's also on my list. And low key, so is like I Love LA. I want to watch that one pretty badly too.
That's on Max, right?
That is on Max, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just looking for a hole to fill like Broad City. Like I just need a new show to be my Broad City.
We talked about that. I forgot.
Mhm.
Broad City was great.
Oh, I believe you. I saw the last 2 movies I saw are linked because they both have climactic scenes in the same place.
Okay.
And it was F1
Okay.
and Now You See Me, Now You Don't.
Which is the third one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Hmm.
both have both of their climaxes take place at that racetrack hotel island situation in Abu Dhabi.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
The F1
interesting.
track. the W, the hotel. Like I stayed at that hotel in Abu
Okay.
Dhabi, and I didn't know either of them were going to do it. I mean, the Magic one, the F1, I should have seen it coming because it was an F1 track.
Yeah, yeah.
But Now You See Me, Now You Don't. No idea. All of a sudden, they were just there. It's the villain or whoever also owns a racing team, but they were never specific about what that meant. They just said racing team, and then they were going to Abu Dhabi.
They were like, we
Then
can't
it turned
do
out to be
bobsleds.
F1. Yeah. I mean, I had no idea.
Was it good?
I didn't know if that even going to Abu Dhabi meant it would involve her, because the way they set it up, she owns a bunch of stuff. So I wasn't expecting it to be that same hotel.
Mm-hmm.
2 movies in a row. Wild. Cool hotel.
How was the third installment of Now You See Me?
I thought it was great. It was very
Okay.
fun. I mean, if you like the first 2, you'll like this one.
Yeah.
If you didn't like the first one, then why are you even asking me?
I mean, I did love the first one. I like movies like that too, where it's like, oh, this is kind of just for fun,
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
is just like we're just here to be entertained, and I'm here.
Yeah,
for
no
stuff
one's
like
no
that.
one's making art.
Exactly.
Yeah, magic is fun, and
Magic is very
the
fun.
heists and the because it's kind of because 2 of the magicians are essentially just con men,
Mm-hmm.
so that's adds that element to it, and they have new younger magicians in this one.
Still the original 4 in it.
Yeah,
though,
they come back, yeah, but it's kind of built around this other team that draws them back.
Oh, one last score.
Yeah, the horsemen were all scattered.
Sure.
This new team comes up doing stuff, ends up all together. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I really liked it, and just this much makes me because I'm definitely going to see it again.
Sure.
I have to see everything twice for it to count as once. Right? If I've only seen it once, like that movie Silent Night came up last night. That John Woo, Joel Kinnaman, he never talks. It's like just a revenge, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've seen it, but I can't tell you anything other than what I just said
Sure.
because I only saw it once.
I don't know that one. I'll have to look that one up.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. I mean, I watched it. It came out a few years ago, and if I haven't watched it again, that's
Pretty
I've
good
seen,
indicator.
that's a pretty good indicator.
Yeah, I've seen this movie show up on my stuff, and yeah, it didn't entice me, which is crazy because I think Joel Kinnaman is such a handsome man.
You're not wrong. He's the one in It Comes at Night, right?
I
No, that's
don't.
Joel.
Or is that Joel Edgerton?
That's Joel Edgerton.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Joel
he was from the
Kinnaman was in
Suicide
Run All
Squad.
Night with that Liam Neeson Ed Harris movie,
I'll look him up.
and I think it was in like now I can't remember because it's got some like weird translated title, some kind of crime Norwegian crime movie thing.
I'm looking it up.
It's the first thing I saw him in. He's in a bunch of stuff.
Joel.
He was in
Yeah.
RoboCop. He's in the RoboCop. He's RoboCop in the remake.
He did RoboCop.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You're right. Very handsome.
Yeah, I met him in Australia.
You're like, God damn, handsome.
The way he talked to us at the table, I thought it was a guy I just forgot, like a comic that I hadn't seen in a long time or whatever. The way, because he approached us like he knew Tom, but the way he said hello to everybody at the table, I was like, oh fuck, I can't remember this guy's name. Such a bad other side of the world. So embarrassing. Then I was like, I asked Tom, I was like, who is that? And he's like, that's a fucking actor. It's like, oh, okay, that's why I recognize him but don't know him.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, perfect.
He was cool. I apparently blew it. I had a bit about the drop bears, and he believed in drop bears. His fiance is from Australia, and so he had fallen for that drop bear gag. And then so after the show, they came to he was like thanks, and his lady was like giving me some guff for ruining her bit. It's such a funny thing. Australians will lie to you. If you ever go there, they will lie to you, and they all know it, and they will all back up the lie.
Are you familiar with the drop bear myth?
No, I'm not. I don't know what that is.
It's a feral koala that will drop straight down. Sightings are very rare. You're much more likely to see the aftermath of an attack. This is on a bunch of websites, including like the Australia government tourism website. It took a lot of clicks for me to find a thing that goes, oh, that made that up. That's not real.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So
Okay.
they're all into it. Everybody is in on this fucking gag.
Yeah, they all tell you watch out for the drop bears, and those aren't real.
Okay, because I was like, I feel like I would have heard this by now. My best friend is studying medicine. She's in med school down there. So I feel like I would have heard about this, and she's been there for like 2 years now.
Right. Yeah, you would have figured, hey, yep, another drop bear attack, and
Yeah,
I'm in medicine, so
exactly.
I've been treating these attacks.
Yeah, she's like,
I've
you
been
know,
trying.
you
I've
see
been
these once in a
scooping everybody's guts back in.
while.
You should ask her if she's heard of drop bears. Don't tell her immediately. Just tell her you read about it.
Okay, I'll have to ask her.
She won't hear this. This is this is domestic. This is a domestic pod.
We don't allow for our pod to be heard outside.
Reciprocal tariffs, motherfucker. You can't get our shit for free. Right, our
Business
foreign
opportunity
Patreon is
now.
an extra 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Speaking of scooping guts back in.
yeah, The Thing. Let's
The
talk about The
Thing.
Thing. Here we go. John Carpenter's The Thing. He had made a few movies before this.
Mm-hmm.
Escape from New York, Halloween. He makes this. This is the first movie with a budget. His first movie in the studio system. Sounds like he did not care for it. The studio system.
Right.
I was gonna say the studio didn't really care for it. Yeah.
Right. The studio didn't care for the movie, and he didn't care for the studio. It was a mutual. That's okay. Nice to meet. It was a mutual. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And he just keep it moving. The movie came out June 25th, 1982. The same day as Blade Runner.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it went up against some competition.
Right. Number one that week in its third week of release was E.T. So E.T. just stayed number one for a while.
Mm-hmm.
E.T., Blade Runner was second. This is our top 10 from that weekend. Firefox is third, right? One of those. They're starting to build a search engine.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky 3. This is the only Rocky movie I've seen any part of. And it's just the beginning, the opening montage where you see clips of Rocky on television winning and becoming popular. And you're watching Mr. T watch these clips, and he gets more and more mad that Rocky is popular that he decides to become a boxer to fight Rocky.
Yeah.
The heavyweight champion of the whole thing, not just like a city tournament.
Right.
He just watching him on TV and being like, this motherfucker, I'm going to fucking do some goddamn boxing. And then he does, and then that's the rest of that movie. But the opening part, top notch. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Annie, Poltergeist, The Thing, Megaforce, which I've never even heard of, and Bambi, the 1982 re-release. So this has some serious, like...
There's some heat in this weekend.
E.T., Blade Runner, Star Trek II, Poltergeist, The Thing. These are all... I mean, Megaforce is probably some... Whoa.
What?
Megaforce. Look at this. We might have to do this movie. Story about a rapid deployment defense unit that is called into action whenever freedom is threatened. So, it's not science fiction.
Sounds like a movie that we would do.
I can't believe I haven't seen it yet. Let's see what Firefox is about. A retired Air Force pilot is sent into the Soviet Union on a mission to steal a prototype jet fighter that can be partially controlled by Neuralink.
Also sounds like something we would do.
Sci-fi. I mean, this one I'm pretty sure I've seen this one. Firefox. Let's get back to that.
I thought you might be looking up Bambi.
Oh, Clint Eastwood is in Firefox. Yeah, I've seen Firefox. So that was what Clint Eastwood did instead of The Thing. There's a laundry list of people who turned down.
Clint Eastwood was supposed to do The Thing?
He wasn't supposed to. They offered it to him.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a long, long list of like leads before Kurt Russell was finally given it.
That's wild.
Yeah. And there are weird conflicting trivia about this. Because it says, in the trivia, it says it took, that Kurt Russell was the last person cast. And like you said, they went through a list. Harrison Ford, Nick Nolte, Christopher Walken. The most interesting one I saw was Kevin Kline. Because that's before, like, this is before Silverado.
Mhm.
Like, Kevin Kline's not really a star at all.
Right.
And so, before they finally relented on Kurt Russell, the studio thought he was too young. John Carpenter thought he had made too many Kurt Russell movies. So they were both trying to find somebody else to do it. But then it also says it took Kurt Russell over a year to grow that beard and the McCready beard.
Mm-hmm.
So is he just doing that? And they got lucky? He stumbled into that movie?
Yeah.
Or who's lying about Kurt Russell? It feels like John Carpenter was like, you're going to be in this movie and I'm going to make it so you're in this movie. It'll take a while to get him to agree, but get ready.
Sure.
Which I'm sure happens all the time.
I mean, if they've already worked together and John Carpenter
Yeah.
had him in mind, then like it wouldn't shock me that the studio was like, no, this person, no, this person, no, this person, no, this person, until until he relented.
Right. Hit up all the biggest names that you know will say no
Yeah, yeah,
to
Just
look
go
like you
down
did
that
your due
list.
diligence.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it kind of, I would say Clint Eastwood probably more. Harrison Ford did Blade Runner and said, no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Firefox, you probably kind of wish you were in this movie.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never heard of that movie until just now, so
yeah.
Yeah. Well, this movie was not well received
Mm-hmm.
and bombed at the time. Roger Ebert gave it 2.5 stars because sometimes he's way wrong.
Yeah.
And here we go. Rotten Tomatoes, 85% critic, 92% audience. Oddly, this is not... Ebert never went back and rewrote this review. He just did the 2.5 star and left it there. This feels like the type of thing he would do. Like in 2000, he went back and redid some
A bunch of
reviews.
them, yeah.
Not this one. This is also not interesting for anybody but us, but somehow we're doing this movie today and it is playing at the theater by my house tomorrow.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, what are the odds? And I wouldn't have known except I had to look up these Rotten Tomato scores.
Yeah.
IMDb gave it 8.2. So this is a case of, what is this, bad marketing? Bad timing? Both?
Probably both.
I think both, like I think one of the things I read, it was like for the time, this was like one of the most like body and like horror kind of movies to hit like a mainstream kind of platform at the time. And it was just like, it just felt like people were saying it was gory for the sake of being gory, so maybe that was part of
Sure.
it.
Which is why, I mean, yeah, we'll get into what this thing looks like
Yeah.
in a minute, but yes.
And I just
your
have
point.
a couple other, this is Ennio Morricone. Am I
Yeah.
saying that right? He made the score for this. He received a Razzie for this score. And then some of this score was repurposed in The Hateful Eight, for which he won an Oscar. That's a real, runs the gamut for that afternoon's work.
Yeah.
It's Keith David's first, one thing said first movie role and another thing said first substantive. It's still very early Keith David.
Yeah.
It's nice to have him there. There's one woman in this movie, and it's just the voice of the computer.
Yeah. Wasn't it Kurt Russell's wife?
That was Carpenter's wife.
Carpenter's wife.
Adrienne Barbeau. She was in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that guy with glasses.
Windows.
Windows. Right? What's What's Kurt Russell's name in this movie?
McCready.
Mac. They call him Mac.
Mac.
So there's
Mac
8 guys
and
in this
Windows.
movie, and there's Mac and Windows are 2 of them.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And it's before,
Yeah.
right? It's just a coincidence. But right, that's everything I have to say about this. And that I wish I could buy his big dumb cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Which, like, in one of the scenes, he wore it sideways, which I thought was so funny. Like, it's on wrong.
Yeah.
That hat is always on wrong. One could argue there is no correct way to wear that hat. It's the kind of hat you put on something and then throw hacky sacks at it to knock it off and win a prize at a carnival. It's not a wearing hat. It's a looking hat. You look at it. But he puts that motherfucker on. That big dumb hat. So, The Thing, Antarctica, bottom of the world. What was the first time you saw this movie? How long have you loved this movie?
I've liked this movie for a while. Like, I think I probably watched it the first time, like, as an adult. Like, probably around the time when the remake came out. Like, I have this love thing for, like, watching the original and then watching the remake, you
Sure.
know? Which, like, the remake is really what made me so curious about the original, because I actually really loved the remake and I loved that fear of it.
Mhm.
But I mean, like, yeah, I just have a special love for, like, horror movies from the 80s. Like,
Mhm.
there's something fun and campy about it where it's like, this is meant to evoke fear, but it doesn't necessarily unless you, like,
Yeah.
really think about it, you know? So that's kind of why I picked this one. I was like, I just haven't seen it in a while. And I also kind of wanted to see, like, there's so many queer kind of, like, subtext in, like, horror movies, especially, like,
Mhm.
in the 80s. I was like, does The Thing kind of have that same subtext? And that's kind of one of the things I was looking for when I was watching this one again.
Did you find any?
I did, actually. I'm glad that you
Okay.
asked, Randall. Yes. One thing that I kind of thought was interesting, I don't think that this was, like, maybe the intent or the purpose behind it, but, like, this was released during, like, kind of the start of, like, the AIDS crisis, or, like, around the AIDS crisis. And, like, one of the main themes of the movie is, like, there is this horrifying thing that kills you hiding among you, and
Yeah.
it's, like, all men in the movie. And it's like, we could even look at that and be like, that's kind of the way that AIDS was looked at. It's just like, it's a gay man's disease. These are all men. And then it's like, you don't know who has it. You don't know what it looks like. It's lurking among you, and there's, like, this fear that's, like, hiding amongst you. And I'm like, oh, maybe this is the correlation here. Like, maybe this is what it is. And, like, did I have to look that up a little bit? Yes, absolutely. I was like, I need some supporting arguments here. But, like, this need to present so masculine to kind of, like, avoid the conflict of, like, the scary and horror, and, like, defeat the horror of the movie. It is kind of, like, interesting to see, like, what the social parallels to that are, and, like,
Yeah.
during the time. It's like, don't engage in gay activity to avoid getting this, like, life-ending disease.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
that
would
was,
like
like,
to I would like to talk about the remake for a second,
I would, yeah.
since you brought it up. It's technically a prequel.
mm-hmm,
And
yes.
also, this technically is a remake.
This is a remake of from the 50s. It's
The Thing from Outer Space. Yeah.
The 2011 one is what happens. Like, the end of that movie is the beginning of the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
dog running away.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it, but I just didn't have time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, putting Blade Runner and this coming out on the same day, because since that day, there's been some work done, and it can be argued they're in the same universe.
Sure.
Really?
The 2011 thing, the long cut, shows a little bit more, like, the down, like, because they call Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Edgerton is in this too,
Mhm.
and they're going to find, like, they find this spaceship in the ice.
Right.
And so they're looking at that spaceship, and the spaceship is a collection of the galaxy's greatest hunters. And you see Xenomorph
Yeah.
in one of the like a cell, like, when they have one
Yeah,
thing, like, it's like
Mm-hmm.
in its cage. And the thing was one of the ones they caught, and it got loose on the ship. Like that's the story of it got out of its hold and brought the ship down.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God, that's
And
actually really cool.
Blade Runner has been confirmed to be in the same universe as Alien. So,
well, when they started using the Weyland-Yutani, because they just in the first, do they say that in Aliens or no? I think it's the third one where they first say the name of they just call it the company in the first two.
Wayland, I think it is in the first one because Ash has to preserve the xenomorph for the company.
Yeah,
that's his whole thing, is working on behalf of the company.
Yeah, but I think he just calls it the company.
Oh, you're saying when they reference it as Weyland-Yutani?
Yeah, when they put the name of the company.
Oh, sure. I mean, verbally, I think it's either 2 or 3, but I know you see the crust of it at least in the first one.
And there's Ash and Bishop are both just replicants.
Yeah.
So that draws in. And then Aliens fight Predators, and first Predator was in Valverde, where the dictator is being extradited from in Die Hard 2. Valverde, so Die Hard is involved. That's in the same universe. There's a couple episodes of Miami Vice that have Valverde. All of these, and The Thing too. Big universe. More fun than the rest because you can just keep stacking them on.
Did you guys know that the prequel, the 2011 prequel, was actually shot basically to completion using practical effects?
I did not.
Then, surprise, surprise, the studio was like, nah, fucking layer CGI over that shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So, out there exists a practical version of the prequel.
That actually would have been so cool to see, because that was like another thing.
Would have fucking ripped. Dude, that would have saved that entire movie. If that's what we got.
I mean, like, it was really cool also seeing, like, watching the 1982 version and being like, oh, this was considered, like, super realistic at the time, like, or, like, maybe it wasn't, I don't know, but I just thought it was so cool to see, like, oh, wow, we've come so far in film in the last, like, 40 years.
Well, like, that's the thing. We have and we haven't, because we've come so far in that with practical effects, they do look incredible, especially with the advancements in both the effects and the camera work, and the cameras themselves. But because they aren't used anywhere near to the same extent as they were in the 80s, we get so little of that. Like, the closest example that we have from a modern movie is Alien Romulus, because a lot of that was practical effects. But we don't get it nearly to the same extent as we do with The Thing. Like, the only other example I can think of that comes close is The Substance.
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to.
Lots of practical effects in that. But, like, dude, I can think of one other movie that gets anywhere close. Well, actually, like, very much exceeds The Thing, and that's Dead Alive. But The Thing is, like, goddamn, like, it's so practical heavy. And does all of it look the most realistic? No, but the fact, like, when I forgot the character's name, but when it's during the blood test when his stomach pops open,
yes,
and then his head droops over the back and separates and then becomes the spider. Like, that whole thing just looks so fucking gnarly. And it's all real, and there's something about that, like, despite the fact that it doesn't look incredibly realistic, the fact that it is all real, and they're capturing all of that in camera is so, like, special. And I don't know, I
have to imagine too that, like, as an actor, it's probably so much easier to, like, see this, like, practical effect in front of you and, like, be able to, like, respond to it the way that you're supposed to, right?
Yeah,
like, I can't
absolutely.
imagine, like, having, like, I mean, like, you've seen, like, behind the scenes of, like, filming Avengers and, like, putting Thanos in there, right? And it's just like Elizabeth Olsen is looking up at God, who played Thanos? What's his name? Whatever it
Josh
is.
Brolin.
Yes, and it's like she's like looking at a ball that's like 8 feet above his head, and it's like that has to be strange. I mean, like, that's why you're an actor, of course. Like, you can act like you're talking to him, but it's like that's got to be like such a strange thing to do now versus like actors in like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, you have to get a better performance out of someone who's reacting to the shit happening right in front of them than a green ball against a blue background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you will get a better performance out of that, like no doubt.
And that's like also like kind of one of my other favorite things about like 80s horror, right? Is like these like it almost feels like a cooler, more like dramatic, campier acting, right, in horror movies. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like you're seeing these like cool practical effects and like these people who are kind of like exaggerating horror to some degree. And I think it's just like it's a little bit more fun. It's a little bit more fun to watch, and it feels just more like I guess fun. I already said fun. That's it. That's all I have.
No, I mean,
Well, it lasts longer. No
yeah,
matter how realistic or unrealistic a practical effect is, it lasts longer. It's more fun to rewatch.
yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Most of everything in the last 15 years, the MCU, all that stuff, those movies were fun to watch, but not
They're so forgettable.
a lot, not over and over.
No, they're incredibly
There's
forgettable.
nothing there.
And like to like further this point even more, the movie that was number 1 when this came out, E.T., is still like arguably one of the best child performances in any movie from those two.
Mhm.
And a big reason for that was Spielberg shot the whole thing in sequential order so that the kids would develop a relationship with the puppet. So by the time, spoiler alert, he dies at the end, their reactions are legitimate because they felt something for this thing.
I
It's
did not
incredibly
know any of that,
manipulative.
I've
and
seen
that's
E.T. a
so
bunch of
sad.
times, and
That's so sad.
I've seen it a bunch of times, and I did not remember he died at the end.
So like, but that's the whole point of this is like you wouldn't have gotten that kind of memorable performance out of those two kids if that wasn't how it was made.
Mm-hmm.
If they were reacting to nothing, if they were
Yeah.
building a relationship with nothing.
Yeah, Spielberg did a great job making them be actually sad instead of pretending to be sad.
Yes, correct. I am all for that emotional manipulation.
Right?
And you know what? It's
I just
it's for
read
the
that.
sake of art.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm sure those 6-year-olds had a firm grasp on what was going on.
And you know what? They seem to be well-adjusted adults now. Not
Oh,
so
yeah,
much Drew Barrymore, but
50-50, they handled it well.
Hey, nothing bad has ever happened to a child actor, okay?
never, not once.
No, not usually when they're still children. A lot of bad things happen to adult actors who used to be child actors.
Mhm.
But when they're kids, they tend to be taken care of because they're the money train.
Right.
Keep this kid alive so I could be rich.
Should have been
Once
a
he's
child
18,
actor.
whatever, maybe he'll die.
If I could go back in time, that's what I would do. I'd go be a child actor.
You know what? I would be willing to have a coke addiction for life just to be the star of ET. Why not?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
That's pretty
Everything's
good.
fine.
I mean, is this the trade?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make that trade.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore was
The
getting into clubs at like 10 years old because she was Drew Barrymore, you know? And
Yeah.
now look at her. Like,
She's got a talk show that people know about.
Yep. That is
Some-
true. People do know about it.
someone's watching it.
At the
maybe.
very least, you do. What was that?
I said, someone's watching it, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's out there.
Listen,
Is
she's
this
still
still
getting
on?
paid, okay? I
think so.
Yeah, she's had 3 lives. It's weird that it took, because this is usually the route you go when the rest falls apart. But she got it back together. It fell apart and she got it back together. And then it fell apart again and now she's a talk show host.
Which, like, good for her.
Yeah.
I guess.
Have you guys rewatched The Thing recently? Have you guys did you guys rewatch it in preparation
yeah,
for this one?
I watched about half of it last night and then a quarter of it this morning because I ran out of time against Kill Bill. But
What did you think of
Yeah.
it? Like, what was your thoughts on rewatching?
it's one of my favorite horror movies. I mean, this is like truly the best use case of practical effects in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know that there is one out there that is better for me. And there are quite a few that come up that are excellent in their own right, but this one as far as just creativity and uniqueness from monster to monster, dead or alive, is incredible, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
It's so inventive in so many ways.
It's
And-
the only movie I've seen more than once where a dog dies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I totally forgot that that happened when I started watching it again. I was like, "Oh my God, they're killing the dogs." And in the first 30 minutes too, which I feel like is kind of fast for an 80s horror movie for you to like see the monsters, see the scary thing happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it was. I mean, there's no more wide open space than Antarctica,
Yeah.
and the way they made it and still made it claustrophobic.
Absolutely.
Even being outside, like they use the darkness
Yeah.
of outside and the snow and the whiteout type stuff. Really, really, I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
The read the way they left the ending when you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
they don't tell you for sure. That's another point for the 2011 version. Is if you're paying attention to they don't tell you, they don't say it out loud, but if you pay attention to that one, you'll have your answer for what happens at the end of the first one.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't want to
Okay.
spoil it, but
Yeah,
I'll
don't
tell you
tell
when
me.
we're done.
I'm gonna watch the 2011 one later this week. I don't tell me anything.
all right, I won't tell you anything, and then we'll talk about it later
Yeah.
after you've seen it. But it's pretty interesting, or I don't know if that's a word. It lets you know. I caught it on like maybe the second or third time I was watching.
Okay.
I saw the 2011 because I do really like the 2011 one.
I think I think it's very interesting. The only complaint I have about the 2011 one is that's supposed to be a Norwegian station, and everyone is like California American.
Yeah,
It's
right.
so.
Like,
I thought about
just
that the
pretend-
entire time I was watching the 1982 one. I'm like, wait, that's supposed to be Norwegian. Like, why is everyone speaking perfect English except for these two helicopter pilots? Like,
Right. And like the notes that they find in the station are written in Norwegian. Like the
mhm.
whole thing is extremely Nordic. And they're just like, yeah, no, these are all basically surfer bros.
man, I was just gonna look something up and I forgot.
Sorry.
I forgot what it was. Yeah, it's, just pretend Sean Connery. Whenever you want to do that, just put Sean Connery in the movie, and it solves all the accent issues.
Oh, sure.
Sean Connery and Jean-Claude Van Damme. They're
There's
from the
life hack.
Bronx.
Yeah.
Just guys that can't change their voices ever. I can't remember. God damn it. I have to stop thinking about what I forgot so that
That's
we can
okay.
move on with the show.
No, it'll come back to you as soon as we stop recording.
So
Perfect. Let's do that.
you did watch the entire thing, yeah?
I did.
In prep for this. What was your favorite part?
Uh, I think my favorite part was like the blood test part where
Yeah.
where Mac has everyone tied up and is like, we're doing a blood test, like it is kind of like one of those points in the movie where I was like, oh, like this is the part where we're like we're establishing him as like the de facto leader of this. Like he
Uh-huh.
kind of has been, but this is the moment he's like asserting that dominance. And then there is also like the tension of like it's one of you, who is it, and I kind of like that like high tension moment a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And it's also like, oh, they found a creative innovative way to like figure out who's the bad one or who's the
Yeah.
scary alien, right? But I
Oh, yeah,
think
they
that was
also
probably one
kind
of
of
my favorites.
like that part, the thing you're talking, like that scene. This is well after the monster has shown up. And
Yeah.
it's been a lot, and so there's this moment that gets quieter, but not quieter, but the move, like
It's not a
the
lull, but there's
chaos-
a break.
the chaos settles down, and it's just these men in a room acting.
Yeah.
And I think also
And
too, like
there
that
isn't a monster.
that is kind of
in that
like
scene.
what I might have liked about it too, because like one of the notes I'd made when I was watching this is I was like, it's so masculine driven. It's like point and shoot, point and shoot. Like that
Yeah.
they immediately jump to action as soon as they figure out there is a monster. This is kind of the first time where they like pause to think and are actually being like somewhat reasonable. I mean, like granted, they had to be tied up in a chair for this to happen, but like there's like a moment of clarity where they're like, we have to figure this out versus like just
Yeah.
trying to shoot, you know?
Well, what's cool is like the whole movie is predicated on we have to build tension. There's tension building to get to the monster, right? But like the tension building is constantly through, like you were saying, point and shoot. It's like there's a monster attack, we have to chase the monster. Then there's a monster attack, then we have to chase the monster. It's just cat and mouse with this thing. And then when they finally do settle down to do this test, it's just a different way of building that same tension with the same release as before, but it's done differently enough to create that slight break in tension while also rebuilding it at the same time. It's really good storytelling. And then on top of that, when they break the tension with the monster, they circle back to finish the test with the last two people. Like any other filmmaker would have just called it there and like used that last attack to go straight into the third act with Blair. But the fact that they come back to finish out the last two really is a testament to like, no, these guys have to have the reasonable mindset to really do their due diligence to finish this so we can have a believable jump to this third act. Because then you're going to be thinking, well, what about these last two the entire time?
Right.
Like if you're going to chase down Blair and make him the obvious bad guy, well, you didn't make it obvious because 2/3 of your crew are still unknowns. So yeah, I really, really like that scene too.
No, that was a great scene. I don't know. I think like the whole thing from start to finish, I'm just like, this is such a good movie. It should have done so much better. I mean, like,
Yeah.
granted, like, you know, I think it's become a cult classic now, right? Like, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that there's like a huge following for it, enough to where they like decided to make another one.
Right.
And beloved enough that they the guys who got the job to make the remake refused to make a remake.
Yeah.
They were hired to remake it, and they were the ones who came up with, I don't want to remake this movie. Let's make it a prequel.
Which I don't even
And
think
it
it was
works so much
advertised
better
as
that way.
right?
What's that?
I said, I
No.
don't think it was even advertised as that, right? I think it was advertised as a prequel, and then like you find out at the end, like, oh, this is a prequel, right? Like I think
Yeah.
it was advertised as a remake.
Yeah, it was.
Well, especially because it's the same, like there's no subtitle to it. It's just The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's, to be fair, it's kind of the same.
Oh yeah, I mean it's exactly the same story.
Oh, it's almost
Just
exactly the
different people.
same. Yeah,
I think my favorite part of this movie was once we're introduced to all the characters, the fact that my two favorite were the final two, that worked out for me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love Keith David. And
Oh,
Kurt
he's so
Russell.
good in it.
Yeah. They're so good together. That final scene, like, there's not much to it. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
But man, those two guys getting colder and colder. I did like that scene.
Yeah.
Like the chaos is still in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish that like we could have seen like what happened afterwards, but I mean like I know that that's the point is like that mystery of like what is it, but
Yeah.
I still would have liked to have seen it.
I mean, there's been rumors for a while now that Carpenter and Kurt Russell are working on a sequel.
Oh, that'd be great.
I mean, we'll see. If the two of them are doing it, then I have faith that it'll at least be serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, the last time those two guys made a movie was Escape from LA,
which was fine.
Yeah. I mean, again, everything about it was great except for the CGI.
Yeah.
Everything about it was, once you say what it is, everything about it is great. It's a great version of that kind of movie.
Sure.
If you're making a movie and then you turn that in, you go, I was thinking something else. But if you buy a ticket to see Escape from LA and you think it sucks beyond the CGI, you just saw the wrong movie. Stop blaming the movie for you being a fucking idiot. You went to the wrong show. I fucking hate it when people go to the wrong show and then blame the show. Get fucked. Fuck off.
Mhm.
We will do this again. We'll have you back on for. We should do the 2011
We
one,
should
too.
just do the 2011 one.
Oh, I would
fun.
totally do that. That'd be great. Yeah.
And if you're in Seattle, so if you got time tomorrow, coming down to my neighborhood, you can watch The Thing in a theater tomorrow.
Let me just pop on down real quick. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would look it up if it's up there in Seattle, because if it's playing here, it's probably going around. It's probably one of those like December snowy cross.
I feel like that's about when we
type
saw
thing.
it last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did see it in a theater.
We saw it.
didn't
Yeah, we saw it at the Academy. I'd throw it on next door too.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a movie theater next door?
Nah, we got a big wall though.
We got a big psych wall and a 4K projector and surround sound stuff, so we
That
get
is so
like
cool.
Yeah, Randall loves it. It's a good place to watch a movie, but it's not a great place to sit for watching a movie. You got to bring your own chairs. I'd rather
It's-
watch it in here.
you're
The chairs are better, and I'll just move it up closer to the screen so it'll seem bigger. I'll use forced perspective, and it'll be bigger for me than it is for you. Put it on that wall. You got to sit 40 feet back.
we
I'm
can
gonna sit right up
closer
on
next
this.
time.
I'm gonna put my feet up on your Funko shelf.
I swear to Christ, if you kick my Funkos over.
I got $40, man. I'll fucking. There's a 3D printer at the library. We can
Crazy
fucking
that
fix
that's
whatever
just
you want.
accessible now. I didn't know that was like a thing.
Oh yeah. It's just a thing now.
All right. Well, what do you have to promote?
Just follow me on Instagram, RICCI_Armani. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm on all of them. It's all just Ricci Armani. Find me. I would love to see you guys. What am I doing? If you're in Austin, come see me at Moon Tower this April. Other than that, that's it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. You got your list?
Yeah, the podcast, Unlock This Anytime Now, Ghosts and Hosts, It's Nice to Be Nice with Sean Jordan, and What's More Metal.
Hell yeah. Right. Bjorn is still on the IR, so Love Hate Laughs. That's his other show.
Yep.
When does this come out?
Sometime in January.
All right. Well, with any luck, this will work.
January 30th.
All right. Well, I had a good time at the Comet in Cincinnati and Comedy Corner Underground in Minneapolis. I hope you enjoyed those shows. And right, we'll be back next week with some
Something.
other movie. We don't know yet.
Oh, Modern Girls.
Modern Girls.
Or
Yeah.
Girl. Modern Girls or Girl, one of the two.
Yeah, from the 80s.
Yes.
I feel like if there's one called it's probably Girls.
I
If
think
there's one called Modern Girl, that's probably from like 1948. And it's about Cary Grant's assistant. Some shit. Anyway, meeting adjourned.